Okay, so as you saw, we are not going to get Daniel Bryan at TLC like we were expecting. It's going to be The Miz instead. After this, I didn't get the clips for this because I didn't feel like it was worth watching a minute and a half of it. I had The Miz call. He called Maurice after this segment was over, kind of warned her about the Fiend, made to make sure she locks the doors and keep an eye on the children because the Fiend is crazy and you never know what he can do, and just keep in mind that keep your eyes open for anything crazy. So after that, you see the Miz walking backstage. He's looking for the Fiend or Bray Wyatt. Sees a red light on in a locker room. Walks in it and sees a photo of the Miz's family. But instead of the Miz, it's Bray Wyatt on the picture with Maurice and his kid. And of course, he's pretty upset about this. And Bray Wyatt comes up from behind. Does Sister Abigail on him, leaves him there laying there, and puts the picture on top of him. So, it's looking like we're not going to get the Fiend. We're going to get Bray Wyatt because I read this column today, and it says that during last night's episode of Friday Night SmackDown, the Miz announced that the whereabouts of Daniel Bryan were unknown, and that's when Bray Wyatt appeared. Later in the episode, Wyatt attacked the Miz, setting up a match between the two at WWE TLC, but instead of announcing that it was against the Fiend, it'll be against Bray Wyatt, which is a little bit different. What is your thoughts on this? Not seeing the Fiend in a match, but instead getting Bray Wyatt. Kind of throwing a little bit of a curveball here. What are your thoughts on this, Dave?
I like it. I mean, I think pretty soon we're going to see Daniel Bryan show up in that Mr. Rogers sweater alongside, and possibly even his own Fiend mask. And they're going to have Bryan and Bray be the Fiends. We're happy we're singing and we're Fiends. I mean, I don't know, but I think that's what we're going to see. Him and Daniel Bryan both in the funhouse with their Mr. Rogers sweaters and being all happy-go-lucky, and then they're both going to, I guess, the Fiend Tag Champions? I don't know, but I definitely see Bryan costing the Miz the match in a Fiend mask or something.
If Vince had it his way, it would be Bray versus the Fiend. It's just it's weird how they're doing this. They teased that Daniel Bryan was going to be on SmackDown. They even WWE on Fox even tweeted out a little bit of a picture of what is Daniel Bryan going to say, this and that. And they kind of throw us a little bit, like I said, a curveball here in the mix where we're getting Bray Wyatt instead of the Fiend.
Weren't people just complaining about that we're seeing the Fiend too much? And so now that we're not going to have the Fiend wrestle, it's going to be Bray instead, which we'll possibly see the Fiend still if...
What's up, Truth
if
Mostly?
not,
How you doing, brother?
Maybe Bryan shows up in like a Mr. Rogers sweater vest and it throws Miz off, and then the Miz loses. But I do think Bryan is becoming a Fiend.
The Fiend is busy playing with Daniel at the moment. That is very true. Maybe I don't think they'd go to this link, but maybe Daniel Bryan dresses up as the Fiend and
that's what I'm saying. I think he will be. He'll be doing. They both will.
And kind of throws the Miz off and helps Bray Wyatt win. It's gonna be weird to not see that red light finally in a match.